When your voyages bring you to the southern part of Serbia, once you visit the Devil's Town and widely renowned Lukovska and Prolom's Pass, do not skip the religious landmarks of these parts. In the municipality of Kursumlija, there are a lot of churches, monasteries and remains of the sanctities dating as far back as to the antiquity, so we have visited some of them. Monasteries of St. Nicholas and Holy Mary, which were erected in what was then Toplica and is now Kursumlija by Stefan Nemanja, are true pearls of this area. Stefan Nemanja erected the Church of St. Nicholas while he was still the local lord of Toplica, that is, before he became the Grand Duke and ruler of Serbia in 1168. It is interesting to note that the monastery of Holy Mary was built in the Byzantine style, unlike the St. Nicholas, which was the seat of the Raška style in architecture. It can be said that it is the pearl of Nemanja's endowments because many later churches were modeled after this one. In the following years, Stefan Nemanja also built Studenica, Kilandari and many other beautiful churches, but this was the first one. The spot on the hill itself, visible from any part of the town, was not chosen randomly. The remains showed that there had been a Roman shrine before, so Stefan Nemanja chose to build an Orthodox temple over those. Others were attracted to this place as well. So, in 1951, in the close vicinity of the Church of St. Nicholas, the burial monument was erected to partisans who had died in the battle to liberate Kursumlija during the World War II. This monument, 8 meters tall and with a star on the top, was a symbol of this town for a long time. The Church of Holy Mary was constructed on the foundations of a Byzantine church at the same time as the Church of St. Nicholas between 1158 and 1165. The foundation represents a triconos that was built during the Byzantine domination with a monumental iconostasis made of stone, which has been preserved in large part. There, Stefan Nemanja established a convent in which his wife Anna stayed when becoming a monk at the old age. Today, this church is best known for a great gathering that takes place on Good Friday each year, with thousands of people in attendance. Both Nemanja's churches were covered with lead and were glowing from far away. That is why, for a period, Kursumlija had the name White Churches. The Church of the Holy Trinity in the center of the town was erected in 1902, so here it is considered to be new. According to some records, the restaurant patrons had initiated its construction and were collecting the finances so that the downtown would have a place of prayer. The church was fresco painted in 2002 and completely renovated when current Patriarch of the Serbian Orthodox Church, Irine, was the Episcop of Niš. On the confluence of the rivers Kosanica and Toplica, there are remains of a Byzantine basilica from the 7th century. That part is better known as Marina Kula, or Mara's Tower, which is mentioned later because the entire hill is an archaeological site that has not been fully researched. What is known is that in the 15th century, wife of despot Đurađ Branković, Mara has got this area after her husband's death from her stepson Muhammad II, and it was the last free territory of the former Serbian state. The municipality of Kursumlija has many more cultural and religious monuments, and the richness of this region is testified to by the words of Patriarch Varnava from 1934, saying that the history of Toplica is the miniature depiction of the history of our entire people.